everybody! Welcome back to Northern Lion Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. We're just gonna random here, and we're gonna hope that we don't get Maggie. I don't know why I was throwing shade specifically at Maggie. Instead, we got Azazel. Azazel's no problem. XWBA 2ZN9. That's our seed for today. Hey, being Azazel's not good enough for you? Why don't we start out with a little bit of a Gemini love as well? Gemini's okay. It's basically like... Wow, Lusty Blood is amazing, though. It's basically like the same range as our Little Brimstone, but it can hit another enemy at the same time that we hit... it's not really Little Brimstone, but you know what I mean. Our Small Brimstone. And because of our initial damage being so high, we're gonna, like, really easily... be able to ramp up the damage on Lusty Blood here. This is a run where I almost feel guilty about how good it is to start with, which means that there's probably a high probability that I fudge it right up, but let's hope that we don't. But I will try to make something more interesting than just your standard Azazel run happen on this, because, quite frankly, we owe it to the people to do that, considering how strong the run has become to begin with. Or how strong the run has started out. Just give us a sack as well. What do we care? Sure, a stars card. That's pretty much just like a straight upgrade to the Fool card for our purposes right now anyway. And we have lost a little bit of HP. I will say there's a little bit of hubris that comes in when you start a run this powerful. You think, you know, nothing could probably stop me. Nothing could possibly stop me. Something could possibly stop us here. It probably won't, but if we don't pick up HP soon, this is the largest spider I've ever seen in my life, and I used to volunteer at bigtarantulas.com. That's probably not a website that exists. Spiders don't really bother me, but I can't see myself volunteering for a spider-focused website. It's just not something that overlaps with my mutual interests, so I have to admit that I was being facetious there. Apparently, being facetious is a new Northern Lionism. I had no idea. I thought I was just using a word that existed in the Merriam-Webster, English language dictionary. I accidentally have created kind of like a personal meme I didn't realize, but I'm flattered. I'd like to thank my agent for setting it up. Probably my dad for teaching me that facetious is a word. I appreciate that. Were it not for that, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know that it's a word, and that's pretty much, you know, where the be-all and end-all of that. We can't take these. Unless there's a red heart there, then we can take them. Holy crap, that's lucky. I took Headless Baby over the shovel, but, like, I'm thinking about it now, and I'm like, is that really the right decision? Is that a decision I can be happy with? It does give us another familiar, but it doesn't really... It's not as exciting as the shovel, I guess. You know, no black markets, no crawl spaces... I picked in the heat of the moment. I do prefer a passive item to an active item, because if we get an active item from our shop, then, you know, the shovel is basically worthless for us instantly, but we don't know if that would have come to pass. If we never got another active item, the shovel could have been great for us for quite some time. HP up. Retrovision. Just a real humdinger of a pill right there. One of my favorites, for sure. Not being facetious at all. Don't even know what the word facetious means. Is that one of the memes people are talking about these days? I almost called it an Undertale. It's not me equating... Ooh, interesting. It's not me equating Undertale with the internet culture of memes. Don't take it the wrong way. I know people take Undertale very seriously, and you should. It's a piece of... I mean, I haven't played it personally, but it's a piece of art that has resonated with many people. You have, you know, the right to be taken seriously with respect to it. That being said... That being said. That has now been said. Alright. We got 18 cents. That does allow us to buy the treasure map. That's probably what we're gonna want. There's no spirit hearts for sale, so we're pretty much, you know, we're in here. We're going for it. I'm really surprised and also very happy we didn't have to die. I find that dying on runs is not conducive to having a successful run. I should be super careful. Bomber Boy could really easily cause me to take damage, but... We are in a great position. I mean, we've got super good damage, Lusty Blood, deal with the Devil Precedent, which we didn't look like we'd have for a while. Easy ability to get out of our boss rush room if we can make it that far. All we really need is enough survival or defense to last that long. And, you know, it shouldn't be inconceivable to make that happen by any stretch. You know, pick up like a Hierophant card here or there. All of a sudden, that gives us all we need to succeed. That was a lot of resources invested to, in the end, just pick up Lemon Party, but life goes on. I really want to get some HP so maybe we can do self-sacrifice room shenanigans on this run, but we're going to have to wait perhaps a little longer to see if that's going to be appropriate for us. Did get a black card just randomly from that one room, which is good. But apart from that, we're basically just trying not to get hit. It makes our life extremely easy to just, you know, go into every room knowing that we're going to be completely fine for the entirety of the run if we just never get hit again. We'll even be fine if we get hit 1 to 2 more times over the rest of the run. Guaranteed. There's no question about it. If we get hit any more than that, though, we may start to suffer from some problems. Mostly, like, you know what? The best defensive pickup for us right now would be range. NL, what do you... Range? Oh, somebody take this guy's temperature. Is he okay? Hear me out here. I know it sounds ridiculous, but, if we can pick up some extra range... Wow, that was surprising. If we can pick up some extra range, then we don't need to get so close to enemies. If we don't need to get so close to enemies, then we're not going to get hit as much, and we'll probably live a lot longer. Okay, we've turned 1 cent into 200,000 cents. Math might be a little off, but that allowed us to get a Spirit Heart. Actually does allow us to possibly buy a deal with the devil item here. Buy was not the word maybe to be used there, but you know what I mean. We also got Sackboy. Synergizes so well with so many items, and also, like, is completely great as a standalone as well, even if you take it, you know, regardless of the other items that are going along with it. Algiz is not as good as the Stars card for us, weirdly enough, if we're just using it to teleport out of boss rush, but it definitely gives us a leg up on, like, the Hush fight. Get it, a leg up! Oh, no, it's not a joke. I just figured I'd throw that out there in case it was. Alright, so Lemon Party does nothing on the Dark One fight, but to be real with you, we're not taking Lemon Party out of this floor. We're taking the Stars card, so there was no doubt that I was gonna use it. Yo, actually land a shot, thank you. Bait him into that, and no deal with the devil. Good, even better, sweet. We got an all stats upgrade, great for our damage, great for our speed, good for our range. And we didn't have to deal with the conundrum of do we want to spend a lot of our HP on a deal with the devil. Hopefully, you know, by the end of this floor that we're on right now, we'll be in a little bit more of a salient position to handle something like that. Good. Nice. Okay. I'm over these Curses of the Lost, I have to say. For a while, I was like, Curse of the Lost, I'll give it a try. They haven't come out with a good album in a few years, but, you know, you can always have a... I'm trying to think of a band that has recovered after that. You can always have a situation like that. Might as well check this, and yeah, I'll take a Spirit Heart. I prefer not to blow up the donation machine if possible, so there we go. Donation machines, it's taking a licking. It keeps on ticking, but it's ticking at an ever slower rate, indicative of some kind of degenerative disease, to be honest with you. Now I'm at the point where I'm like... First up, I don't think I got hit there. I'm wanting you to check the tapes, but we might as well just fight the boss, and then at least it gives us a good opportunity to use our Empress card, which is, man, really allowing us to do a little bit more damage than you would expect. Gertie's dead in like 4 hits. Azazel or not, that is like a really impressive time for Gertie. I think we'll take our HP first, go in there. Sure, I'll take King Being Conception. You know what? Book of Sin could be worth it as well. There's all of our HP gone, but was it for a good cause? I think it's for not a bad cause. Berkano is pretty much, like, Berkano is the worst rune, maybe not the worst, but one of the worst runes to find on a rune by itself. But if you find it as, like, the second rune, you're always gonna be, like, super pleased, because it doesn't require you to use the other rune. You can hold that and use it on a future floor and get some value out of Berkano as well. Midas Touch doesn't immediately do anything amazing for us, but we gotta hold it anyway just to see if it, if we do get any form of invincibility in the future, we'll be happy. Alright, so we're pretty much moving on here. Didn't give us anything, but we're at 8 minutes and we're about to be heading down to Necropolis 1. It might not be Necropolis, but we'll see. Our damage, still very good. Our HP never gets better because as soon as I get the opportunity, I trade it away. I don't think it's the right thing to pop our Stars card here. I'd rather eat the Spirit Heart and, you know, just live with it and move along. Unfortunately, I mean, I'd love to, but it's just not in the cards, is it? Health up, it's super good. Whoa, there is more of you over here than I expected. We got a stars and a chariot card. So it's a bit of a waste of a key, to put it politely, but... Oh, I'm realizing, holy crap. Apparently, the chariot combined with Invincibility... Or sorry, the chariot combined with Sackboy, combined with Midas Touch, is amazing. Who knew? So if we could actually just get blank card chariot, or even something like the Game Kid, or Unicorn Horn, obviously Stump would be better, but these could take it to the next level. We haven't gone to the secret room. We unlocked the secret room. We have to go to the secret room. Inside we find a nickel. And then 2 keys and a bomb. That's not bad. Am I ever going to use High Priestess? Let's be real. Probably not. Just hold the stars card instead. We're going to want to use that to get out of our boss rush. Unless we pick up like Tammy's head or something. Glass cannon. One of these days maybe, but not this run. Still trying to get some, renewed confidence under us. Loki's horns? It seems like it could be interesting at least. It's not going to fire in 4 directions at all times. I think. But I'll be titillated when it does. It's one of those things that doesn't really do too much for us, but it's exciting, It's like the parsley on top of your dish. It's a garnish, sure. It doesn't add that much to the taste, but when you're eating it with your eyes, aka looking at it, it gives you a little je ne sais quoi, That's French for the tickle of the parsley. Which was my nickname back in college, I think, the tickle of the parsley. Doesn't really make any sense. I hope. Okay. Inside of our shop is the place where we will go next. Alright, inside of our shop we find Recycle. It's been showing up all day today, and I'm going to pick it up like every time. Gave us a free Spirit Heart, so I won't buy the other Spirit Heart. Gave us another Spirit Heart, so we won't buy another Spirit Heart. A Temperance card. We'll play once, get some sacks. Nope. We got some regular pennies. Then we got some sacks when we blew it up. Those sacks gave us enough battery charges to never have to worry about anything ever again. Wow, a Spirit Heart and a Demon Heart. And a Hermit card. And a Spirit Heart. And a Bomb. Okay. Hermit or Stars? Well, we're on Dank Depths 1, so it doesn't really matter. It's basically whatever one we want to teleport to on the next floor. Might as well keep the stars. At this point, we got like sunk cost fallacy. We've kept the stars for so long, we might as well keeping the stars. Alright, that's one way to take care of Brownie. Ooh, yeah, that'll help. Getting pretty close to some self-sacrifice room potential. I don't want to end the run super quickly. I still think there's the potential for awesome synergies, but if we do find a self-sacrifice room, I think it would be a smart idea for us to take advantage of it and maybe get redemption for that Mega Satan kill I couldn't get earlier. That guy, this is like a bad day to show up for work. Most of the time he like terrorizes whoever comes into the room. This time he was just being like an asshole. Oh, I am an idiot. Was it worth opening? Yeah, I mean, I hate that we lost another half Spirit Heart for me being dumb, but at the same time, we did probably get it more of a benefit for going back in, so I'm glad I kind of doubled down on my mistake, as weird as that sounds. Alright, yeah, it's battery charge day, I see. I didn't know that that was a national holiday, battery charge day, but apparently it is, and I've been informed now, and the mistake won't happen again. Oh, you're an invisible man. Okay, 15 cents. We keep our other card. We'll go back for it. One red chest and we have no guppy items. I don't think that's worth getting too excited about. Sure, it could make all the difference and save us from this nothing I've become, but unlikely to matter. I don't do any room where I gotta fight more than one boss unless we got a teleport card. That's what I'm saying to you right now. You know what I'm talking about. This guy definitely knows what I'm talking about. I don't even get out of bed for less than $20,000. That was a joke by a supermodel. Said she doesn't get out of bed for less than $10,000. As you might expect, that did not endear her well to the populace that supported her, but I think she's doing fine. To be honest with you, if she's making that kind of money, maybe what she said does make economic sense, but it really, It doesn't send the right message when that's more than, like, you know, some people in some countries make in a year, I guess. Key bum. I don't really know how I feel about this one. I do know. Well, we got 61 keys. You know what? We're going to figure out how we feel about it. Can this key bum drop dad's key? I know, like, the key bum can. Can this key bum? Yera. Well, now we got an interesting conundrum, don't we? Not really. We just use our stars card to get out, and then we take the Yera rune with us. Yeah, okay. Thanks, Self. Thanks for clearing that up. Saved me a lot of trouble there. You got something? You got a red chest for me? I don't dislike that. Go, you pick up some keys, man. See if I care. So we use the world card. That's why we can see, actually. At this point, like, Sackboy's almost annoying me. I didn't even mean to pick that one up. I'm like, Sackboy, come on. I've already got enough sacks, dog. Like, you're just pushing it, like, a little harder than is necessary. Oh, Midas Touch! It worked! That was very dumb of me. But we did win anyway. So we got the stars and the stars? Okay, we'll take the Polaroid. Okay, I'll take it for now. It's not necessary, but we'll take it. Just in case we can get the permanent Polaroid Invincibility. I think we want the freeze more than we want 8-inch nails. I might be wrong, but that's what we're going with. So, I'm also thinking that we come in here. Oh, nice play, Junior. And maybe try to at least pick up the key for Mega Satan. And if we can't get it, we can't get it, alright? Life goes on. We did just get Little Brimstone from KB and Conception, though, which is pretty dope. Can't go too much further on this one, I have to admit. Yeah, okay, I've seen the light here, okay. Whoa, we got Guardian Angel. I don't know if I can push it any further, to be honest with you. And that's not a joke about feeling the motion of the parsley, whatever the dumb stuff I said earlier was. Like, we really gotta pick up some black cards here. We're gonna be in dire straits. Please. Oh, Keybagger, you may have saved me from my own idiocy. Come on, just one Hierophant. Yera rune again. Emperor card. Emperor card's good, but we gotta roll Yera, obviously. Alright, well, I guess we head down to the next floor. Let's not die. I'm thinking that that's gonna be high on my strategy, my list of strategies. It's protected like a state secret. Am I, do I feel dumb about the decision that I've made? Well, I would say that it's fair to say I probably don't feel smart about it, but for now, you know, it is what it is. We head down to the next floor, and we definitely don't play the self-sacrifice room anymore, I'll tell you that much. Okay. So, just don't take dumb damage. If we never take dumb damage, as far as I'm concerned, we can't lose. That's another health upgrade, which is nice. I haven't run the math on that one yet, but I'm pretty sure that it's almost impossible for us to lose if we don't get hit. We come back to that initial principle we had at the start of the game, and nothing has changed. Math remains the same. Archimedes still a cool dude. You ever think about it, like how much of a genius you had to be a genius back when everyone was an idiot? And I know that's overly reductive. You know, I know that when I say everybody's an idiot, I'm ignoring important you know, societal issues basically just to mine a joke. And I own that. But, you know, today, it's not necessarily easy to be a genius. That's why it's special. But, you know, we have... Oh, that's a health down now, but it's good to know at least. We have, you know, an outrageous amount of human knowledge at our fingertips. A free encyclopedia that contains... you know, the sum total of human knowledge. Oh, but my high school teacher won't let me use Wikipedia as everybody in the real world treats Wikipedia as canon. I mean that sincerely. Outside of writing a scientific paper, Wikipedia will settle your arguments for you. Back in the day, you have to think of Archimedes. You know, he didn't launch a rocket into space. He didn't land a man on the moon. But his teachers at the time, if you asked them what shape they thought the planet Earth was, they'd be like, it's obviously a disk on which mankind sits. That is the world. Those are the people that taught Archimedes. And yet, he still was a goddamn genius. That's outrageous. Nowadays, you'd be like, oh, how'd you get so smart? You know, like I read a lot. That's still impressive. Like, it still takes dedication. But Archimedes, man. Let's pour one out to Archimedes. That's pretty much all I had to say. We're going to keep the Yarrow Rune. I don't think we're going to die. Oh, I've heard that one before. But I recognize that someone might have this conversation, you know, 2,000 years from where we are right now, and they'll be like, man, back in 2015, Elon Musk was a genius surrounded by idiots. They still thought that we were carbon-based life forms back then. Oh my god, how stupid can you be? By the way, I'm not insulting, I can't believe I have to say this, or I feel that I have to say this, but I'm not insulting, you know, our ancestors from 2,000 years ago. If there were not scientists smarter than myself, I might still think that the world, Yarra's cooler than Chaos card. The world is a disc, you know? I don't know how to do the trigonometrical calculations necessary to prove mathematically that the world is a sphere. If you told me the world is a sphere, I would be like, never really thought about it, right? But it's just because it's learned knowledge, I know it. Archimedes, I don't know if that was what Archimedes is famous for, by the way, but just insert Archimedes with, like, smart dude here. And you get the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is geniuses back then had to be a lot more genius-like to be a genius because everyone else was dumb. Okay? That's what I'm trying to... And when I say dumb, I don't... Okay, now hold on. You're taking the words out of my mouth now. You're putting words into my mouth, and I don't appreciate that. I had words there earlier. Alright, so we're, like, not in an amazingly fantastic position, somewhat surprisingly, considering we're playing as Azazel, but it could be worse, I suppose. We're going to take Head of Cramperino here, and the reason is, it has range and can kill enemies from afar. It has range. I don't know why. It just sounded like it fit that from a, you know, pitch perspective. Pitch Perspective, my favorite musical, of course. It's actually just a documentary that takes place entirely on a camera that's mounted on a baseball. It's not very good. It's really boring, but oftentimes nauseating, to be quite honest with you. Those things spin around. Still going strong, baby! 187, ride or die. I don't know what that means. I think it might be the police code for murder. I don't understand. Don't you think that's kind of a false dichotomy? Like, ride or die? Like, okay, I'll tell you what. I choose ride. That was an easy one. Are those my only two options? Like, what about eat? I mean, 24 hours of riding is okay if it staves off death, but I wouldn't mind getting some food on the way. Man, Sackboy, come on, dog. Work with... Yeah, there's the good stuff right there. There's the... Mama hides the honey pot. Temperance. We'll just move. Gonna keep playing this key beggar. He'll pay out with an item. I'm thinking about taking the tick. I'm kind of like, you know, why not? We lose missing page 2. Oh no, not missing page 2. I'd like to thank you for teleporting me to the other side of the map right as I was about to get down with what I assume was the boss fight. Much appreciated. Your mother and I are very proud of you. This Loki's horns is working out okay for us, man. Oh, you're done. I probably shouldn't do this, but you're done. Definitely could have just played him and probably picked up some HP. Oh, well. We could get a dad's key out of this little joker right here, right? That's what I'm hoping for. Along with maybe, oh, cool, yeah, betrayal. Oh, that's a good, you know, I'm thinking maybe we'll just check the other stores and see what they have, but we'll be back, man. Smart Fly's okay. Get a judgment. This one we'll play. We'll redeem ourselves ever so slightly. Portable slot. I'll take the crab juice. Can we two-shot a Loki? Not quite. It's like 3-shot on base damage. But then, you know, Bloody Lust kind of ticks up a little bit. Alright, there's our bow. Oh, Cricket's head. That's pretty good. There we go. We're looking for the freeze there. It's not quite as long as I'd like, but, you know, we can do a decent amount of damage in a relatively small amount of time here. We're good. Just try to kill those guys so I can actually pick up a little bit of bonus damage. Hide. Wow, that did not hit me somehow. Alright, freeze. There's the freeze. There's the damage. We're almost done with this already. It's crazy how much it helps you to have Bloody Lust actually working for you. Sorry, Lusty Blood. Damage ticked down way more at the end than it did at the start. Alright, well, Yara to begin with. I don't know why I gave myself an Australian accent for that first alright. Alright. Decent. Horrible. It's okay. That's good. That's okay. That's interesting. And that's, okay, I'm thinking we take D20 over the Book of Belial. We've been changing our spacebar item like Lady Gaga changes into a dress made out of meat. Am I right with the timely references? Hi. Oh, okay, so why am I taking D20? Because Sackboy is 1 consumable, but then drops like 10 consumables that we can reroll. And if even just like a fraction of them get rerolled into like chess, those are good items. I'm not talking about the board game chess. Talking about chest is Number 1 was a bad decision, by the way. For some reason, I was under the impression, stupid, I know, but I was under the impression that it wouldn't cause me to lose range. Because we already had, like, Little Brimstone, or, sorry, I know we now have Little Brimstone, but we had a Tiny Brimstone. I thought that that was, like, a special tier effect, unaffected by the range down, because maybe it was just a tier height down or something. This is clearly not the case. I'm sorely mistaken. And I find myself in a tricky spot. There we go. Sackboy. Crack it. Reroll. There's a chest. That chest gave us Polyphemus. It's very rare for a plan to work out like that the first time. I was expecting to have to be like, well, in theory, you know, my plan was still good, but hey, give it some time here. No, it just, like, was instantly like, oh, you mean like this? Like, you want Polyphemus? Oh, I guess so, sure. I like making our familiars chase us around because it actually helps us deal damage with them. It now also takes us forever to charge up. But when we hit, good lord, damage is real. Nice. Pheromones. Probably my nomination for best pill in the game. Am I being sarcastic? No! Why'd you put on your sarcastic live voice then? I didn't! Alright, we might get like one more crack at some rerolls here. What do you think? You get a roll and I get a roll now, honey. You get a roll and I get a roll now, babe. You get a roll and I get a roll. And sooner or later you'll get the pole. You get a roll and I'll get a line now, honey. That's my favorite archetype for parody songs. Oh, you get an X and I get an X now, something. You get an X and I get an X now, babe. You get an X and I get an X, and the final line something rhymes with X. You get an X and I get an X now, honey. Excuse me. We'll take that because it can be a fly item for us. And we did get it into Beelzebub, and then we got Infestation 2. Wow! We also got Eve's Mascara, which is basically just the gift for the next run, you know? The run's so nice it helped us twice. Infestation 2 is going to give us some wicked fucking spiders. And there you go. That was like the fastest Blue Baby fight we could have ever expected. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.